This week, CoinDesk is releasing the Consensus at Consensus report, which explores the crypto industry's biggest challenges based on conversations that we had at Consensus 2023. Our next guest is looking at the case for crypto self-custody in the aftermath of the FTX implosion. Joining us now to discuss is CoinDesk Ethereum protocol reporter Margaux Nijkerk. Hi, Margaux.
Hi, it's good to be here with you guys.
Great to have you. Your chapter is titled No More FTXs, Finding the Right Tech and Policies for Self-Custody to Go Mainstream. Tell us about the key takeaways.
Yeah, so the conversation started out a little bit with, after the implosion of FTX, how does one trust centralized bodies again with storing your own keys? And the episode had sort of reminded everyone that if you do choose to self-custody, that you're sort of sparred from the schemes like FTX. But choosing to self-custody also comes, like, users have said that it's nerve-wracking, it's confusing, there's not a lot of backup and self-recovery options for self-custody. So the chapter looked into, and the roundtable conversation looked into, how policymakers can create effective guidelines that help with consumer protections, but also sort of abide or acknowledge the crypto ethos of choosing to self-custody.
You know, after FTX, I think Ledger saw its highest single day of sales. People were rushing to self-custody. Now we have the Binance and Coinbase lawsuits. Do we expect to see this conversation kind of pop up again, or what are your thoughts there?
I definitely think that the self-custody conversation has come back into the limelight. Especially, one of the accusations in the Binance suit is that there was maybe a mishandling of customer funds, and that maybe set up a little bit of like mini PTSD following FTX, but also just the sheer volume of outflows from Binance and Coinbase over the last 48 hours sort of suggests that there might be a renewed conversation around self-custody. Though, I mean, Ledger and Trezor have had some issues over the past few weeks with their own devices for self-custody, but definitely, like, this conversation is back in.
Yeah, actually, that was exactly what I was just going to ask you. This whole Ledger controversy, and it seems to have blown over for the most part. But do you see that having any kind of material impact on people's attraction to self-custody?
It depends who, and it also depends the range of what users, like what comfortability users might have with storing keys. Like some users might still want to have full control over their digital assets. And what the Ledger issue is it's an opt-in issue. So the device itself still works. You don't, but it just really depends on what comfortability and what level of skill the user has with trusting themselves with storing their own keys.
So what do we know about people who self-custody? I'm always surprised myself over who that I know is doing self-custody. It's always it's just completely there seems to be no rhyme or reason to the type of people who do it. But do we have any sense of that?
Yeah, I mean, so at Consensus there was a survey question conducted that asked participants what percentage they think crypto users are actually comfortable or have the skill sets to self-custody. And from the 170 people that answered the question, more than half of them said that less than 10%, they think that less than 10% of crypto users actually have those skills. And then the next bucket of people, I think it was like around 34%, 35%, said that somewhere between 10 and 30% of crypto users actually have those skills. So the point is, like, the big takeaway is that most people feel that most users of crypto don't have those skills. And so that's why there are a range of options from self-custody to trusting your keys with a centralized body.
Margaux, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
That was CoinDesk Ethereum protocol reporter Margaux Nijkerk.